So guys, today I got fired from another job. Now, this is very interesting to me, and I was emotionally impacted when it first happened, but then, I just kind of left with my head held high, sort of. I told everyone what happened. I left in a bit of a huff, but I left nonetheless and will not be returning. Now, I got fired because I spoke back to the manager and she asked me to take... So I'm doing the bins. I did the bins. She asked me to take the bags one by one, and I told her, no, I'm not going to do that, because I was pissed off because I hadn't had a break and been working a 6-hour shift, and I was pissed off and I was not in the mood. And she brought me down, told me my probation was still going on, and fired me. That's what happened. Now, I'm going to take full accountability for where I went wrong. I'm being, what's the word? Combative, insubordinate in a job and career where you are there and being paid to be docile and subordinate. So that is my own doing, and I'm going to take full accountability for that. If anything, it's very exciting because it's put me back into where the fuck am I going? What the fuck am I doing? But there is such a belief that I have in God, in the universe, that this is a sign to test me and to see if I'm taking in the knowledge and the work, if I'm doing it, if I'm applying it. So I can do two things. I can either spiral and say, this is all about, there's something wrong with me, which initially, don't get me wrong, I did cry and I did go, oh my God, what is wrong with me? This is another job I've been fired from. And I cried to my coworker, and he literally said, there's nothing wrong with you. But I'm just not built for that world. And do you know what? I see it as a blessing. I see it as a blessing. I hated working there. I hated doing the work there. So I'm not upset. I'm, if anything, very excited to see where I will go next. Now, I'm reading this book right now. It's called The Secret of the Millionaire Mind, because that YouTuber that I kept talking about, Life by Lucy, spoke about it. And one of the things it says is we're changing our mindset around money. I have, like probably most people, I had a negative mindset about money, having to work hard to get it, probably all the things that happened in my childhood, and how my parents dealt with money is a big impact on how you're dealing with money. The ideas that you have of the rich, eat the rich are evil, the rich are, vive la revolution, blah, 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 the rich suck. So I had all these mindsets. Struggling actor, it's really hard to be an actor. It's really hard in London to pay rent, blah, blah, blah. You can't live alone in London. It's just too hard, blah, blah, blah. All these mindsets. I don't want them anymore. I don't want them. I'm putting them in the bin. Get rid. And I am following this book as much as I can to a T. So the first thing it says to do is to stop complaining. So we're not going to complain. We are not going to complain. When I talk about these things, like I said, this whole YouTube channel, this whole reason I'm making these videos is so that you can see the beginning of where I will end up. I have faith the size of a mustard seed, but yes, I have faith. It's scary when you are put in these situations that you don't know where you're going and you think that everything is going wrong, but you just can't think that way. I watched a video this morning with Jim Carrey, who you guys know I love, talking about redirection. When something bad happens, when you fail, you just shift gears. You cannot let that derail you. You cannot let that make you stop the car and get out and just throw a huff. Shift the gears. We cannot let this derail us. I cannot let this derail me and start spiraling and start worrying, because we're doing such good work, and every day is getting one step closer to our manifestations, even though sometimes you still have these worries. I have these worries. Am I doing it right? Am I persisting enough? Am I visualizing enough? Am I, a bad person? Why do these things keep happening to me? I know that my internal world creates my external world. I have a millionaire mind. But your internal world creates your external world. We know this from Neville Goddard. What is within is so without. Everything that we are doing is a projection. Everything we see is a projection of our past reality, our past thoughts, our past consciousness. Clearly, I still have some mindsets about working in jobs and fearing authority and having authority, fearing like people don't like me and this and that. But it's okay, because the first step to healing anything is awareness, and we are aware, and we are actively, if you are watching this video, you are aware and you're actively trying to change. You're actively seeing where I am in the future, because I see it too. I don't see what it is or how it is. It's very, very blurry, but I know I'm posting these videos for a reason, and it's because I'm going to be somewhere this time next year. It is because I'm going to be somewhere, be something else. This time next year, I will be in a different mindset, because we are working, we are grinding, even though the work seems hard, even though the work has no tangible, you can't tangibly see anything. We have been tangibly feeling different. Even the reaction that I'm having to being fired from this job is insane, because yes, it's a bit like, oh, money, da 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 da, but at the same time, it's just like, this is what's happened. How do we move forward? What is the next plan? What is the next step? And not only that, but this has happened for a good reason. This is leading me somewhere where I want to be. Everything is leading us to where we need to be. Everything is always working out for us at any given time. This is a blessing. When one door closes, another door opens. These are all just things that we know. And so if something has happened to you that has caused you to worry and be like, oh my God, what's going on, da 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 da, no. What you're going to do is you're going to clean your room. If your room's a mess, get up. We're going to clean our room. That's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm cleaning my room, because I'm not living in a messy room and I'm not having a job right now. It's hard to even say it. But we're not doing that. We're not spiraling. What we're doing is we are creating a foundation. We are supporting ourselves no matter what. The things that are happening to us right now are just reflections of our past, and we are moving through that. He talks about, if you complain, you are just drawing crap to you. You're becoming a crap magnet. Don't complain. So I'm doing this thing where I'm not going to complain for 7 days. Although, do I think that I complain a lot? I don't know. But you saw that video the other day where I was freaking bawling my eyes out and worrying and wavering. And he says, every time you think about complaining, go... He said, yeah, it seems morbid, but it will stop you eventually. You'll stop doing that. Because no matter what, I still believe I have a life to live. And if anything, all it does is fuel me more and make me feel like, okay, well, this is getting me closer to where I want to be. Because when these things happen, understand that you're releasing things so that good things will come to you. And good things are going to come to me and you and us. So don't let this derail you. We are still sticking on our goals. We are still going to do what we want to do. I literally just got fired. Like I said, I was being insubordinate. I was being, no, I don't want to do that. Why? Why am I doing this when I'm getting paid shit? I don't give a shit. It's not, I'm not here to be a victim and say, oh, it happened and I don't even know why. I was pushing my luck. I was pushing my luck. I was showing up late to work, not that late, like 10, 15 minutes, but late nonetheless. And I was pushing my own luck. Maybe because deep down, I didn't want to be there. I wanted them to fire me. Maybe there is something there that wanted, because I didn't want to be there. And now, alas, manifested, I am not there. So, look, I am not taking this as a failure or as something negative. If anything, this is a very positive thing, because it is allowing room for our manifestations to come in. I don't feel anything, really. I don't feel fear. I feel just like, yeah, okay, what's next? What's next on the agenda? And I'm excited for that. So that's my little update for you guys. Yeah. Catch you later.